TravisKelce was 3,000 miles away from his bride-to-be when she was hosting what looked like a secret wedding event. And the way he chose to spend that night has everyone talking, because while Taylor Swift's oceanfront mansion buzzed with women in coordinated colors and heavy security on one coast, Travis was on the complete opposite side of the country, slipping into one of the most exclusive members-only clubs in Los Angeles for a night out with his closest guys. And for a couple this glued together that distance on that particular night was reportedly the detail that set the entire internet on fire. Here's what happened. Travis was reportedly spotted arriving at an ultra-private club on the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood, the kind of place where the guest list is everything and the cameras are kept far away. He reportedly showed up in the evening dressed casually in a patterned polo, and within about an hour he was joined by the rest of his inner circle. His brother and former NFL star Jason was reportedly there, so was a longtime friend and former teammate, and so was a well-known comedian who runs in Travis's orbit. The group reportedly settled in for several hours before heading out well after midnight. To anyone watching, it had the unmistakable look of one thing: a bachelor party, a final low-key guy's night before the biggest commitment of his life. And the timing is what made it explode, because that exact same night on the other coast, Taylor's most private estate was reportedly hosting a gathering that looked every bit like a bridal celebration. Women in black, a blonde figure in white, her childhood best friend on the deck, security wrapped around the property. So you had the bride surrounded by her closest women in symbolic colors, while the groom toasted with his brother and his boys thousands of miles away. Two coasts, two celebrations, one couple apart on what may have been one of the most meaningful nights of their entire engagement. It was the kind of split that launched 1,000 theories. Because here's the question fans could not stop asking. Were these simply separate pre-wedding parties? A classic bachelor night for him and a bachelorette gathering for her happening to fall on the same evening? Or was it something more? Some wondered aloud whether the couple had quietly married already, and these were the relaxed after-parties, each of them celebrating with their own people. Others read it as the couple deliberately keeping their final single nights separate and traditional. Whatever the truth, the optics were impossible to ignore. The most inseparable couple in the world spent a pivotal night on opposite ends of the country, and neither one said a word about why. What makes Travis's choice so telling is who was and was not there. The crew that reportedly gathered around him was small and tight, the people who have been with him through everything. There was reportedly no massive blowout headline-grabbing spectacle, just his brother, a trusted former teammate, and a close friend, slipping into a discreet club and slipping back out in the dead of night, for a man who could throw the most extravagant bachelor party imaginable. The reported simplicity of it said something. This was about the people who actually matter to him, not about making a scene. And that quiet, grounded approach is reportedly exactly the kind of thing Taylor is said to love about him. So here's everything else swirling around this couple right now, because that bicoastal night is only one piece of a much larger story. And it all traces back to where this wedding is actually heading. The couple's original plan was reportedly a grand celebration in Rhode Island near Taylor's oceanfront estate, complete with a contracted fireworks show locked in for the 13th of June, a nod to her lucky number. But reportedly that plan collapsed. In the middle of May, the fireworks company was reportedly told the event was off and had been moved to New York, with word being that the couple bailed after the venue leaked. So the entire celebration reportedly shifted to one of the most famous buildings on Earth. The grand event is now reportedly set for July 3rd at Madison Square Garden, in front of a crowd reportedly numbering more than 1,000 guests, and the choice is reportedly genius for one reason above all: privacy. The arena reportedly has no windows, meaning no outside lens can capture a single frame, and it reportedly offers underground access so guests can arrive and leave completely unseen. Many now believe the garden event may actually be a massive reception rather than the ceremony itself, with the real vows possibly exchanged somewhere far more private, which only adds fuel to all the theories about secret gatherings on both coasts.
July 4th, Sail 250, which is like the president's military parade in New York City. NBA Finals, World Cup, potentially Taylor Swift's wedding, all as overlapping events in New York City between June 11th and July 19th.
The scale of it is reportedly staggering. The couple is reportedly paying well into the millions just to rent the arena for several days. One estimate reportedly places the full cost, once production, security, catering, and decor are layered in, somewhere in the tens of millions. This is not a wedding, it is a production on the scale of a stadium tour. And it has reportedly grown so enormous that even the local mayor has acknowledged it, casually referencing the wedding while discussing the major events the city is preparing to host this summer.
We are incredibly excited for this one. We know it coincides with the Knicks finals run. We know it coincides with July 4th, America 250, Taylor Swift's wedding, all happening at the same time. And we are so excited to welcome the world here.
Have you been invited? Are you going? Is there anything we need to know about that, sir? Thank you.
No and no. I wish them a lovely wedding. I'll listen to Only the Young at home on my own.
The secrecy around it all reportedly remains absolute. There are reportedly no mailed invitations going out, with the couple instead reportedly reaching out to guests directly to keep details from leaking. The most powerful figure in fashion reportedly offered to help plan the wedding, and Taylor reportedly turned her down to run the day herself. And the dress is reportedly guarded like a state secret. Reports describe 6 gowns commissioned from multiple designers, several of them deliberate decoys, every designer under a non-disclosure agreement so any leak could be traced. The fans who chased the Rhode Island rumor reportedly learned that lesson the hard way, with some traveling all the way to Watch Hill only to find no wedding and an empty street. Even the betting world is consumed by it, with prediction markets reportedly seeing huge sums wagered on the location, the guest list, and the timing, and New York emerging as the heavy favorite. And the music speculation keeps growing. Taylor was reportedly spotted at a legendary recording studio recently, and reports say a massive stage is being secretly constructed for the celebration.
Taylor! This way!
That has fueled belief that she may perform at her own wedding, with some of her musically gifted friends taking the microphone too. The secrecy is so tight that even the people closest to the couple have learned to say nothing. Travis's own head coach was reportedly asked point blank whether the wedding is a distraction and whether he would attend, and he refused to answer either way, saying only that he could not talk about it. He did reportedly add that the wedding has been no distraction for the team and that Travis has been fully locked in all off-season, even hinting that Taylor is probably the one running the entire show. It was a charming non-answer, and it only proved how airtight the circle around this couple has become.
There's all the talk about the wedding and stuff. Are you going to the wedding? The invite for that? How's that?
Can't talk about it. He's been here most of the off-season, so if not the whole off-season, he's been around. You see no distractions with that in the wedding. If it's like when I got married, my wife did everything, so I just kind of followed her lead on it, showed up right.
And underneath the bicoastal mystery, Taylor's life right now is one long victory lap. She was reportedly just inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, with Travis reportedly flying in to support her, the picture of a devoted partner. The guest list, meanwhile, reportedly keeps shifting. Former best friend and supermodel Karlie Kloss is reportedly back in after the two women reportedly reconciled, even as reports suggest at least one previously invited guest was quietly cut for being a leak risk. There is also reportedly a theory that Taylor has been feeding slightly different details to different people just to flush out who is talking. meaning even the widely reported venue could itself be part of a clever trap. There is also the money side, with a prenuptial agreement reportedly being finalized before the ceremony. The most interesting detail is reportedly not what goes in it, but where it gets signed, since some locations offer far stronger protections than others. And the playful side of the romance keeps shining through too, with Taylor recently stealing the spotlight at Travis's live show through a surprise video of her feeding him with airplane noises, a goofy, tender moment that reminded everyone that beneath all the secrecy, these two are simply hopelessly in love. So here's the bottom line. Travis was reportedly thousands of miles from Taylor on a pivotal pre-wedding night, slipping into an exclusive Los Angeles members club with his brother, a former teammate, and a close comedian friend for what looked like an intimate bachelor party. Meanwhile, Taylor's Rhode Island mansion reportedly hosted a ladies-only gathering that looked like a bridal celebration. The split-fueled theories of separate parties or even a secret marriage. The original Rhode Island wedding plan has reportedly been scrapped, with a fireworks show reportedly canceled and moved to New York after the venue leaked. The grand celebration is now reportedly set for July 3rd at Madison Square Garden in front of more than 1,000 guests. It is a windowless venue, reportedly chosen for privacy, possibly a reception rather than the ceremony, costing well into the millions. The local mayor has referenced it. Fans reportedly traveled to Rhode Island for nothing. Betting markets are booming, and Taylor may possibly perform on a secretly built stage. 15 days until the July 3rd, a bride in white on one coast, a groom and his brothers on the other. Two quiet celebrations 3,000 miles apart on a night that may have meant everything. Whatever truly happened, Travis reportedly did it his way, surrounded not by spectacle but by the handful of people who have always had his back. And in just over 2 weeks, those two coasts will finally collide in the middle of the most famous arena on Earth, when the most watched couple in the world stops celebrating apart and starts celebrating forever together. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.